All right. How's everybody doing? You're doing well. Just getting this last bit here sorted. That looks a little better. There we go. Good morning. Happy Monday. And good to see you all. I'm going to go ahead and work through another Disney painting. I've got a short clip, a little video I'll throw your way here in a second, but I've been working on some ideas for finishing out this month of Disney paintings, and I know it's an early Monday, so it's kind of one of those rough starts to a week feeling that a lot of people have, but we're just going to pump right through it. We're going to do this, get this done. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So thanks for joining along, and I just want to make sure you guys can see okay. It looks pretty good. You can see the palette will be down here. I'll go ahead and adjust that so you can see more. There we go. I should be good to go. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Other than that, well, hello there. Got a new like. Aw, Natalie Everson. How you doing today, Nat? Very good. You know what? Might just lift this up one. There we go. Drop this. Hey, Sabrina April. That's nice. Hi there. Well, hello. There we go. It's a little bit higher, but that's okay. And I'll just tilt it a little bit your way. Boom. Good to go. All right. Now I just got to sort through my colors. I know he's going to have a really, green hat, orange shirt with the black suspenders. So I don't want to do like an orange background per se. What would look good? Make a Mickey Mouse. So I have made a Mickey Mouse. That was my first live, was actually Mickey. And here's my Minnie Mouse right here. There's also a Mickey. I did a classic, old school, not 40s, or was it 40s when it started? Not the 40s early, not quite that early, but I did do an early Mickey Mouse, which I can show you in a little bit here. Let's see. Okay, so let's do a really fun background. Let's do something that pops. I've used my orange, kind of the pinks, greens. What about a really powerful pastel blue to electric blue, that kind of thing? I think that would offset a few things. So I'll get some right here, and maybe a little bit of this guy too. I'm going to use a little bit of this guy right here. It is officially called Ocean Green, which is interesting. I don't know if it's actually that color. And then light blue permanent. Let's see, Mickey's my favorite. Oh, that's cool. Black and blues. There you go. Exactly. All right, so you can watch the palette down here. I'll probably drop some white as well, but let's go ahead and see what kind of blues I could play with here first. A little bit of that. I need, though, some kind of pop. So I'm looking for, this would be cool, and let's see. There we go. A lake blue. I think that would be nice too. I think I got a message here. Right. Got a cool message just now. That's fun. That's fun. Okay. Now I just gotta wet it. Oh, it's right in front of me. Absent-minded artist here. I like to wet the canvas a little bit, not too much. These are not massive size paintings, so they are They're really good for just about anything. They're 24 by 24. Let's see, are the pictures you paint for someone specific? So a lot of times it is. I'll do what's called commission work, and of course, and that's something that somebody's asked for, or if it's even, which can be as specific as, here, paint this person please, or this exact subject that you've already painted please. I get that quite often. And then I also get sometimes something like, hey, can you just paint something along the lines of this feeling or this idea or this subject matter, and then they just let me go. That's always kind of fun too. And then of course I sell originals that I just create myself as well. So it's a lot of fun. It's, you know, the dream is of course that people would buy whatever you paint no matter what, pretty much. Get to that Picasso level, right? And I'll tell you what, we've got a really good balance going on right now. Well, the picture you made, yeah. How much for your Mickey? That's a great question. So the Mickey Mouse, if you go to Joe Everson, you know what? I'm going to do this. We've got a number of viewers on. I'm going to show you a quick little video while I finish up this background, and tell me what you think. You asked for it, and you're getting it. January is going to be all about Disney. That's right, it's going to be about paintings of Disney, your favorite characters. There will be 20 acrylic on canvas, 24 by 24 in size, original paintings by the end of this month, all in the Disney characters. Now, I know some of you are already itching to actually collect some of these. You're going to want to go to joeeverson.com/Disney. These are going to go live at 10 a.m. on January 30th. You've got to make sure you're there on time. It's first come, first serve. I'm not going to sell them for $12.50 like I usually do. Only one day at a special price of $500. After that, it goes back to retail. Make sure you collect them. A lot of them, as you see here, can be collected together as sets. Don't forget to follow along on social media. You can actually check out the videos even after I've done them live. I'll have a lot of them posted on Facebook and Twitch and Instagram and YouTube. Don't forget, they'll also be on joeeverson.com/Disney, so you can check out all the originals in case you missed one. I think we're going to have a ton of fun together, and it's going to be awesome getting to create these. So don't forget, January 30th, 10 a.m., make sure you're there. I've said this a million times, folks. How many more times do I need to say this? January 30th, 10 a.m., be first in line, or you won't get it. They'll be gone. They'll be gone one day. That's it. Bye-bye. Woo, see ya. What's that one from? Oh, it's from Disney. joeeverson.com/Disney. There you go. I don't know if that explained enough, but definitely check out. Yes, 500. That's right. I usually sell them for $12.50, but it'll only be on that day that it'll go up for 500. The day after, it'll go right back to retail. You got it. Let's get some more. Let's keep pushing this in. A little bit more teal on one side, and we'll do the darks on top of that. I think a touch of this purple is going to help too. Let's go to this side. Let's see. Let's kind of make this side a little bit more like this. Well, thank you so much. I absolutely love, and maybe this goes without saying, but I have to say it, so it can't go without saying. But I absolutely love. I love creating. I actually don't mind expanding my universe of painting mediums and all of that. You know, last month was a lot of inking and drawing, and this month is more about the acrylics. I've got a few oils that I've worked on that really were exciting and fun to play with as well. And there we go. That was perfect color, I think. That's what I'm talking about. Just some nice wispy. Oh, I don't want to get rid of all that. There we go. There we go. You crochet, a cross stitch, and just make them for people I love. That's really cool. You know, you've got the heart of an artist then, I think. I run into that quite often. When I was younger, and still to this day, I love to do giveaways and just, I don't know, I like to see people excited about art and like to see them enjoy getting something that I've created. It's really, really cool to see. Of course, I've found out you can't live off of that, but it's definitely a really, really fun and enjoyable thing for me to like give away things and see people smile. And I think that's where I get to really plug in with the charity work that I've done, and that kind of fills that void a little bit for me that I sometimes, not a void, but you know, that desire to want to do something and give away something and all of that. I do too, Sabrina. I do too. Let's see here. There were some cool breakdowns actually that we were talking about on how much you would spend on a TV or a bike or all these different things, and talking about how much the paintings have already gone up for me. You know, people have collected in the past. I remember doing a couple pieces, I think it was 2 fairly larger pieces for like $700, and now we'd sell just one of those for probably around $2,000. And you know, just we're not trying to pump it up so high that nobody can ever afford anything, but it's been really cool because the people who have been able to jump on early, and you know, it's cool to see them rewarded, if you will, for collecting earlier on and still collecting, because I'm still I'm just popping out of the emerging artist stage, as they say. So yes. Well, thank you so much, Sabrina, and I hope you can too eventually here. Now, you can definitely check out my website for other mediums and other styles. There are some things that are on a level of maybe like 300 and lower for like watercolors, drawings, things like that. And definitely check those out as well. It's joeeverson.com for that. All right. Let's use some Payne's Gray. That's our next color. Not permanent black. There we go. Payne's Gray. We're going to kind of put in our silhouette a little bit. This is, of course, my favorite color to work with as a paint. It's very versatile. It can be quite dark if need be, extremely dark, or it can be very, very light, all within just a little bit of thinning, and it just does a really good job. Like these other colors, these purples, and they're really powerful in a very pretty way, but that's as dark as it's going to get right in here, and that's as light as it gets. But the Payne's Gray could almost look black, or I could have it go all the way up to almost a navy. So really, really cool. yes. Thank you, Grandma Ortega. Grace Ortega over there. You can. There are oftentimes prints that are available, and I don't know that we're doing a print collection with these specific paintings, but we do with a lot of other things. So you'll see price differences that show up on originals. For instance, say you see a scene, looks really nice on joeyversion.com, and it'll say $50 and above. And the 50 is because you can collect a G clay, as it's called, which is a nice word, an artistic word, the actual terminology that was used for prints on canvas. So those prints on canvas are also collectible. They are embellished by me as the artist, and they're, will be a part of a series. Sorry, that's where I was trying to go with that. Which makes them unique, and once the series is done, they're done. So that's kind of the feel for that. Is this on autofocus? It is on continual, right? Yes, it is. Good. Okay, good. Well, thanks for saying that. Oh, by the way, Mrs. Ortega, I got to shoot some film the other day and develop my own film, and it was a ton of fun. Some of you who may not know, but Grace Ortega, who's my grandmother, is an amazing photographer and shoots and has shot film weddings and on a professional level, and I learned a lot of my eye, if you will, my development for seeing the world through the eyes of a photographer / artist, really, has come from her. And really awesome to be able to say that, because it's just exciting, the world of art in general. And I don't know what I would do without the world of art, to be honest. I think I'd just find a way to create anyway, something, right? Let's make this go up here a little bit more. All right. I'm kind of just ghosting in my overall shapes right now, making sure that I'm happy with how things look and all of that, allowing the paint from behind to even mix with it just a little bit. I want to move the whole head over a little bit to recenter it on the canvas just a little bit. There we go. Let's see, I'll just make you a blanket for the Mickey. Aw, well, that's very sweet. I've done some trades before for some pretty interesting things. My favorite trade, I think, that comes to the top of my head right now would be the fireworks that I got from a trade that I did, and that was absolutely fun. We had a neighborhood 4th of July, not this past year. Wait, was it this past year? This past year, and it was something else. Thank you for a new follow. Yes, from Hunden 1381. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoy watching as we produce art together here. I should mention that if you're watching via Facebook, totally awesome. I'm on here doing many of these paintings live just like this throughout the month. As you got an explanation earlier with the video, it's basically a Disney month for me. And but I do go live fairly regularly with other little tips, tutorials, drawings, watercolors. I've been doing a lot of sketchbook tour type stuff, which just means I'm doing a lot of work in a sketchbook, and sometimes that means gouache paint or watercolor or ink. And you can follow me there even more frequently if you're interested on Twitch. And you'll get a notification if you follow over there, and you'll see when I start to go live and whatnot. I'm only doing currently this month Disney lives on Facebook. So Facebook, YouTube, and sometimes Instagram. It's been a little bit weird on Instagram, so I've left that alone for a little bit. But let's see, let's make this hand a little bit bigger. I'm gonna go for not hyper realism, because that wouldn't work really for what I want to do. But I am going to try to create a little bit of a realism approach to this one. Just a touch more than some of the others. They all have a little bit of something unique to them. You can barely see them in the background. But let's see. I think this would be a bit lower here. There we go. And a little bit more over here. I like, if I can catch doing this at this stage, it's really kind of nice. The paint is still tacky, and acrylic is very different, but it almost feels like oil right now. And that'll change within a few minutes if you don't keep it wet. It'll start to really dry out. But I like playing with this stage with it just a little tacky. So that my strokes aren't too defined yet. That's not the point. I'm just blocking in where the silhouette of the piece is going to be. Yeah. And don't mind my talking like I am. I have this desire, I think, within me to be a teacher, and so sometimes that comes out a little more. And if I get too heady, too artsy, don't worry about it. Just tell me, come back to earth, Joe. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Let's have some fun with the hat. I'm confident enough that I think we could do something fun up there. Let's get like this electric green and some more a fluorescent green and this lime green. Let's mix that together. Sarah Rose Tone, love your work. I enjoyed doing a class with you several years ago with Tiffany Heiner. It's so cool to see how far you've gone with your work. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, that's so cool. I remember those days. And man, we had a great time doing some painting. So you've experienced me as Teacher Joe, which is a little bit different than Performance Joe and all that. Oh man, my lime green is like out. We'll get another one. There's got to be more. Here we go. Yeah, I think that's one of the most fun things to watch people. Ooh, that came out. To watch people, you know, come back and let me know, like, oh, I remember doing this, and I can't believe I saw you on, you know, such and such on TV or whatever. And to me, it's just like, yeah, I can't even believe like what happened. That's awesome. I'm just Joe, just doing my thing. All right, let's get the hat on here. If we keep our pace just right, about like this, let's add some yellow. I think we'll be in a really good spot. In other words, I want to just be hitting certain sections as it's drying and kind of just cycling through and layering everything on top of each other a little bit at a time. So That's what we're kind of going for. There we go. Let's see what this color does. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's cool. Let's give it an edge. Lost and found edges here and there. I've got a student that I am teaching currently, and that is our next lesson. So I have to keep that in mind as I go here. Change up the green a little bit. I like taking some liberties in the color and all of that. Let's see, Sarah. I remember when you. Yes, that's right. Eubanks Oil. I'm very grateful for my work there, my time there, if you will. Just really great. Hey, buddy. A really great boss that I had and friend that I got to work with, and helped me really get on my feet, really financially, and allowed me to get into art on this level. What is wrong with you, buddy? You gotta go outside? I'll probably let him go outside, see what he has to do. I'm not going anywhere long. It'll take me 2 seconds here. I'll be right back. Come on, buddy. Go outside. Okay, go potty. Come on. Go potty. Come on. Go potty. Go potty. Alright, he's outside. I'll check on him here in a few seconds. But he should be good to go. I think I need to add a little bit of white to the green and brighten it up even more. It's wanting to blend back in there. There we go. Create an even brighter hot spot. There we go. That'll create some three-dimensional aspects to the painting. I like this heavy stroke kind of approach to it. I like that. I think it looks really good. All right. Now, I'll probably get out regular old white here, have it ready to go. And then I need some orange. All right, I'm gonna check and see if he's done. I'll be right back. Alright. Don't bump anything. Yeah, you want a treat? Alright. Here we go. Get a little treat for you. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Alright. One more. Okay, go lay down. Over there. Go lay down. He knows I've still got treats. No, go on. Go lie down. Go lie down. Go on. I got nothing in my hands. Alright, so now we're going to take the white and bring that up here. Snow. Good morning, Snow. How are you? Just working through my Disney character for today, which is, well, if you can't read it in the title, that's one thing, let alone the fact that it should start looking, hopefully, like my character, which you probably have already guessed is Goofy. Snow is someone who's a regular over on Twitch, and along with some others. Good Be quiet. Good for you. Oh, nice. So you're back in some decent Wi-Fi, I take it? Very, very cool. Dakota's going to whine a little bit, guys. He thinks I still have TREATs. I'm really sorry. Should only be for a second. He'll figure it out. Let's see. So we'll get in some lights here and bring that in. Oh, you're bumping my canvas, dude. Bumping my canvas. There we go. And we're going to have a big old hand down here as well. There we go. All right. Don't forget to check out joeeverson.com/Disney for more updates on what it is I'm working through right now, and being able to see, you know, the final products from everything else I've done. There you go, got your bone. Lie down. Good boy. Same place, no real issues this morning and no interruptions. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, don't speak too soon. I know. I hope you have an uninterrupted morning as well. I have found that I am sometimes my most productive times are really early and really late at night. Not always, but I feel like as I'm getting older, different things are happening. I'm either extremely tired or just out of nowhere. I'm like, why am I so tired? Or I'm just like awake all of a sudden, and those are sometimes the best mornings. Phone down, I'm back. Oh, Sabrina, welcome back. For those of you who want to see, I feel like I'm doing that whole like, let me show you my grandkids. There's Dakota. This is the Dakota cam. He's chewing on his bone. There we go. There, showing the palette pretty decently. Yeah, wow, you've come a long ways. Yep. Thanks. Yes. Yeah, I tend to move fast, and it seems like it moves extremely fast at the very beginning, because it's all the basic shapes. Let's get the orange now, and you know, I just fill in these big patches. All the detail work is when it seems to kind of slow down just a little bit. However, with cartoons and characters that are simplified, they also can be quite quick, you know, the line work, that is. If you're comfortable with what you're doing as an artist, I've noticed you can be very fast. It's a lot like gesture drawing as an artist, but there I go, getting all heady in the art world. All right, implied line and all of that. And these are only things that I feel like I've really just picked up on or learned. Kind of backwards for a lot of artists. They would go to school. I did not go to school for art, and they'd probably learn all these things. Me, on the other hand, I just go, oh, what should I do? I'll just do what I think I should do. Yeah, I think I'm about to add in some really fun color. So he has more of a brownish kind of shirt, and I don't want to vary too much, but I'm going to experiment with these more orangey, poppy tones, if you will. Even putting a little fluorescent in them. There we go. Dakota is sitting on my foot. think he's jealous of all this talking I'm doing to nobody. Let's see. Fun fact, yesterday I love shooting with film, and I got a bunch of film for Christmas, and I haven't had a lot of time. I mean, I have had some time, but I haven't taken the opportunity to shoot as much with film, and I went ahead and got to do some, and it turned into a class. Oh, this is like too much. I'm saying too much too fast. I gotta slow it down. Okay, yesterday I was like, I really want to shoot. It's a nice day. I had felt sick a couple days before that, and the day before, and then woke up and was like, oh, I feel much better, but I was still kind of, I don't know, lazy basically, and in recovery, if you will, of whatever hit me. And I did a bunch of helping out in the morning, just getting everything ready, and I was like, I really want to go do something today and capture some of this beautiful day and whatnot. So I was like, today's the perfect day to go shoot film. I called up my buddy Harrison, and we went out and we shot some film. And then I remembered and got a message from a friend of mine who also likes to shoot some film. I don't know her extremely. Now she's a friend of mine. At the time, I just knew that she ran a dark room, a dark lab, if you will, dark room lab, whatever, for developing film. No, you're just fine. Come on. Go on. Go on. Over there. You're just fine. I just took you out. You had food and water. Anyway, so I didn't realize it, but she was like, hey, if you want to come up, I know you've been wanting to come up and learn how to develop your own film. I've got a class today and you're welcome to join. So I was like, okay, cool. And went up there, and it was absolutely fascinating. I had done one roll of black and white film with another friend of mine who's done it before, and that was it. And I've never done color myself, and it was just fascinating. Working through everything was a lot of fun and very, very fulfilled my needs as an artist as far as the tactileness of, like, I don't know if that's a word, tactileness, but I made it up, of shooting the film, exposing it the way I think it should be exposed, composing my shot, creating my shot, if you will, and then moving on to the next stage of actually developing the film and the chemistry and all that. And I learned about how to do that, agitate it, and go from the developer to the stopper, if you will, and all of that. Anyway, and then scan in my work, and it was just absolutely cool. So I have from start to finish my own work, all developed, and got some beauties. I have a photography page that I post stuff on, and I used to have it all together on my Instagram page and even Facebook page, and I haven't done that. Sure, they're both art forms and whatnot, but I feel like I confuse people too much, with all the different things I do, and I've kept Joe Everson art as art, obviously, but yeah, thanks, Snow. That's exactly where I was kind of going with that. What are you doing? Hey, stop. There's nobody there. No. Stop it. Anyway, yes, very, very fulfilling. Well, stop. What are you doing? You're okay. Yeah, it kind of smells like wood smoke right now. Yes, I know. There you go. Yeah. What does it smell like? Something's... I'm just going to check outside really quick. My dog's barking for no reason, and it smells like smoke. That's not cool. Let me just make sure everything's okay. As he bumps the camera. sorry, I'm back. Oh man, that's looking really good. Everything is fine, for sure. So I think we're good. It did have a very strong smoky smell for a little bit. Anyway, where are we? Okay, working through this guy. Goofy. That's just one layer here. Down. I like trying to make these strokes very final, have a sense of finality to them on the first go around. I can't always, there's things in here I don't like, but you know, there's things that I do. Let's give him his pink tongue and his face color, skin tone there. I didn't do all the hand because it was still too wet. See how the white's not ready, it's not dry. So that's what I'm kind of bringing back to life here. Let's zoom in for you guys just a little bit more so you can see kind of what's going on, and I'll pick this up just a little bit. Now you can see some of the details. A little bit better. Put our focal point on the camera right in the center. There we go. So Snow, if you're still there, it was absolutely fulfilling and absolutely awesome working from start to finish. And if you guys are interested in seeing, oh, there we go. We got a nice like there. Let's see what we got from Jane DeBoard. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying these as much as I am creating them. So much fun. Fun characters here. But as I was saying, thumbprint photography is something on Instagram, if you're interested, is where I'll be posting those shots that I did from start to finish. All right, so now we're going to get a little bit of a pink color and a flesh tone, kind of make our own sort of flesh tone, not a real flesh tone, so to speak, a very cartoon flesh tone. Adding a little bit of that, a little bit of this, touch of green. And that gives us our more brownish color. A little bit more. There we go. And a little bit more white. Yeah, I think we're pretty close. Let's see how this looks right here. That has a little bit of that. A little something in here. Yeah, I think this will work. Well, anything else anybody's doing to keep themselves going? I know throughout these interesting times we're doing. Oh, cool. Yes, no, I hope you really like them. There's a really cool mill where I used to have my studio, and I got to kind of explore some other aspects of the mill that I hadn't been to before. Probably some areas we weren't supposed to go, but they were really, really cool locations, and the light was absolutely awesome. But yeah, I know Sabrina was mentioning doing some crochet. Oh, same here. I'm self-taught on the cross stitch and crochet. My mom taught me at age 11, but I've changed some of it to suit me better. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I know that was in regards to previous conversation we had been having on here. Let's see. I think there are some really key aspects to painting and art. Yeah, you know what? It's going to go right into what I was about to say, by the way, Snow. Those are the best locations off limits. Exactly. I feel like that's a lot of art for me is the off limits aspect in general. You know, taking chances might be another way of saying it. Even the ability, you know, you can't. I guess you could take chances in math, you know, or some other hobbies that people have. There's always a creative aspect to it, but art is so focused in on the creative aspect that I think it's just absolutely awesome to be able to unleash yourself a little bit, you know, to take those chances to a new level. And that's what painting for me and art in general is, whether it's photography, if it's my music that I do. It's pushing myself to find other ways to accomplish the same thing. And I like that nobody yells at you. I mean, someone might, but I think you get what I'm saying. Nobody yells at you for like trying it a different way or a less efficient way or a more efficient way. You know, all those things. Sabrina, are you in Georgia? I'm not. I'm actually in South Carolina. Greenville is where I call home. And I grew up in Midland, Michigan. That's where it was home for me for, I'd say, a good portion of my life. Almost, it was the longest place I've stayed so far. I'm getting closer, though, to surpassing that down here in South Carolina. I think I've been here about 10 years. So there we go. See how it's still mixing with the lower layer? I love that. I'm totally cool with that because it's not a final hit yet. It's getting close, but it's not the final. I do want to fill my shapes with as much color as I can, though. Just looks like he has a 5 o'clock shadow poking through there. There we go. Yeah. Oh man, I love this feeling. That is so cool. This might be my favorite one so far. I say that about all of them. All right, we got a new like from Sean Patrick Miller, I believe is what that says. Sorry, it's really small on my screen, my preview screen that I have in front of me. If I got that wrong, I apologize. But thank you so much for the like. And if you haven't followed or subscribed to Joe Everson Art on Facebook, that's always an option. Obviously, many of you already are. But you'll see me do a number of these things or get at least updates on all of my art sides of things on Facebook. And now, if you want to catch me, I mentioned this before. I'm going to mention it really quick again. If you want to catch me doing some sketchbook type work, I'm always trying to enhance what I do over there as well. It's kind of like the piano to my orchestra. That is where I do a lot of my other work to help me get better at doing this and hone in some of those skills and warm up. Anyway, I do a lot of that on Twitch. So if any of you are familiar with that platform and want to take advantage of watching me more often, come join us over there. All right, so in YouTube as well, whenever I go on Twitch, I'm typically on YouTube, by the way. I've pretty much made my leap over to Twitch when it comes to the constant streaming. I'll call it constant streaming for lack of a better concept. I don't know what else to call it. That's just where I'm on the most. But anyway, that is. There we go. Yeah, I gotta let that dry now. So let's go darker in my other areas. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll block in the background a little bit more. That'll be fun. Okay. I've been in Greenville, South Carolina. Lovely there. Yes, I absolutely love it here. It is a wonderful place to be from and to call home now. Very lovely. Oh boy, do I want to do it like this? I think I do actually. Oh, you know what? Let's do kind of the pinkish tongue. Let's do that. Some more white. Mix that in. Now let's put some color down. So there was an artist that I followed, still do. Casey is his first name. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I might be able to spell it, but it kind of looks like Burrow or Barrow or something like that. Let's see, okay. Oh, we got another like from Brendan Van Lyden. Hey, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing well. Anyway, he would work through things very backwards, and I liked it. I like people who mess with things and and do things a little bit backwards, because you learn a lot from doing that. It's like deconstructionism, or when you take something apart, right? And you find out how it works, how it ticks. Anyway, he would do color first, just color, just like I just want to get the color down, and then shapes, and then details. I probably have that a little bit broken up, like there might be more steps in that, but overall he kind of works in reverse. So today I did like a background, and then I did almost some line work, right? Like a light sketch, that's all of this, and then my shapes, and now I'm doing color. So anyway, it's fun. Today I'm doing it the other way. On some of the other ones I did it a different way, and it keeps you on your toes and it gets you better at everything else that you want to learn as an artist. Okay, I got too cerebral there, but I'll take a break from that for a second for you guys. All right, let's do the dark. Yeah, it does kind of have a daydreamy look, doesn't it? I might have to bust out the you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you the video really, really quick. We've got a number of new viewers right now. I want you guys to watch this video. Tell me what you think of the video. I had a lot of fun making the video. I don't know if Snow saw it and a couple others that popped on. This is my new Disney video, and it's not the singing and painting performance. It's just explaining kind of what I'm doing and all of that. It's kind of fun. I did one for the Christmas month, if you will, that I had. I'm going to show that to you while I blow dry this dry so that I can do the next layer on top, and we'll go from there. Okay, so give me about 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You asked for it, and you're getting it. January is going to be all about Disney. That's right, it's going to be about paintings of Disney, your favorite characters. There will be 20 acrylic on canvas, 24 by 24 in size, original paintings by the end of this month, all in the Disney characters. Now, I know some of you are already itching to actually collect some of these. You're gonna wanna go to joeeverson.com/Disney. These are gonna go live at 10 a.m. on January 30th. You've got to make sure you're there on time. It's first come, first serve. I'm not gonna sell them for $12.50 like I usually do. Only one day at a special price of $500. After that, it goes back to retail. Make sure you collect them. A lot of them, as you see here, can be collected together as sets. Don't forget to follow along on social media. You can actually check out the videos even after I've done them live. I'll have a lot of them posted on Facebook and Twitch and Instagram and YouTube. Don't forget, they'll also be on joeeverson.com/Disney, so you can check out all the originals in case you missed one. I think we're gonna have a ton of fun together, and it's gonna be awesome getting to create these. So don't forget, January 30th, 10 a.m., make sure you're there. I've said this a million times, folks. How many more times do I need to say this? January 30th, 10 a.m., be first in line, or you won't get it. They'll be gone. They'll be gone one day. That's it. Bye-bye. Woo, see ya. What's that one from? Quotes from Disney. joeeverson.com/Disney. And we're back. Okay. There, did you guys catch that? I wanted to ask everybody if you caught the the reference, the Disney reference. Did you guys hear one in there? What I was talking about at the end when I was going crazy? Sorry, it's gonna be loud for a second. I'm sorry, I'm almost done. All right, there we go. Bye-bye, woo, see ya. That just kind of came out in my just acting out what it was I was trying to describe for everybody on the Disney stuff. Did that, give me your professional opinion, everybody. Did that explain things well enough? I want to make sure people know, because it's going to be a one-day thing, and then it's on and then it's off as far as the one-day sale concept. I'm going to be cutting it down, I don't know, what is that, at least in half or something? Usually from a $12.50 to $500, it's going to be below that. So anyway, but I want to make sure everybody could kind of understand what was happening. And January 30th, 10 a.m. Yeah, I think I said that quite often. I hope that was very clear. All right, let's see. You got it, Snow. You got it. Now we're going to just really start blocking in these things. Yeah, good idea. Put the address at the end. I think you're right. I'm going to put in those. I finished it, and I sent it out to my manager, and we were all talking about it, and I think that was another thing that was in my mind. Yep. I think we're in agreement. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. Yep. So now I'm strengthening. Oh, day after my birthday. I'm assuming Eastern time. Yes. Yes, Eastern Standard Time. I didn't think of that either. That's true. I'd have to write that in probably if I did it. Or in the actual ads like that. So that's serving a couple purposes. Obviously I use it here for people when they're watching and they have questions. I'll probably play it once every intermission, you know, as opposed to just dead noise when I'm just like using the blow dryer. It's a great filler, lets people know what I'm doing and all of that. Keep the entertainment value higher. But it'll also go out probably in emails and an advertisement kind of way as well. And in there, I can put in the copy Eastern Standard Time. So thank you. Yes, that's another good point. Thank you. All right. And then we've got the little glove ribbon there. And a little bit here. There we go. That'll be cool. Little after your birthday concept going on. Sounds like I hear Everett showing up this morning. We are bringing this guy to life quite quickly. I'll just have to use the blow dryer one more time probably. Wow, that worked really well. Let's try to clean up these fingers up here. Finders. Kind of go like this. That was too soon. There we go. Yeah. And then like that. Yeah. That fills it in nicely. And boom. And same thing over here. Boom. Hey.
Morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Everybody say hi to Everett.
Guess I should say hi to everyone.
Hi to everyone from Everett.
Feeling a little goofy this morning.
Feeling goofy. Nice. Snow says morning. All right. Yeah, we're doing a little goofy here. Getting him almost all blocked in, and then we'll do line work. And that'll bring him finally to life. Yeah, let's do the darks next. A couple of things. I showed the intermission video, and they loved it. Went really well, so that's cool. Some people said Eastern Standard Time. Is that correct for the 10 o'clock?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I forgot about that. So I thought that was a good point.
That's a good point.
And then obviously something else I was wanting to do anyway was drop in the link again. They were saying at the end, but there's another spot where I say joeeverson.com/Disney.
Mm-hmm.
Like just have it in a normal subtext underneath or something.
Right, yeah, in the video.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then if I ever post that, I can make it actually clickable as well on like a story or if, you know, however it ends up.
Yes.
Yeah. Ha! Hey, Paul, John. That's okay. You're so late. It doesn't matter. Welcome. You get to see the final parts, the final bits, if you will, come together. And of course, you can always watch the video after it's posted, which I know isn't as fun, but at least you got to see it, or get to watch it take place. Everett and I have made a discovery. I don't know if this is a major discovery, but we've noticed something. There are different types of people, obviously, in this world, and everybody enjoys, slightly different things and ways of actually enjoying things as well. And Everett is a maker. He is a designer. He is a very hands-on kind of guy and helps me out in the studio in that way quite often. So he's very interested in things, how they work and how they're built. And so we'll find each other like at lunch watching something together that is very much in the creation phases and very descriptive throughout. Like, who is it? Adam's One Day Builds, Adam Savage. He'll do like, whatever prop or tool that he's making. We'll actually watch him describe everything he's describing and doing and enjoy it. So some people would be like, this is so boring. So I totally get that. And, there are other things that I don't like watching as much, and that's fine. But I think that that's really cool because I know that there are people on here, and I bump into you all the time when I go live, who enjoy seeing the process. That was a long way to get there, but we got there. The process is always so extremely important to me as an artist, and I find it really fascinating. No matter what it is, what art form it is, whatever the process is that somebody does, because I like to reenact that process or learn things from it, not just purely be entertained. Now, sometimes I like that too, but that's, I think, where some people, they just want to be amazed and sit in the chair and just enjoy it. And I'm half that, but I get really bored if I don't get some kind of tool in my bag when I'm done, so to speak, especially when it comes to art. And so I'll sit and watch another artist for 2 hours, slowly develop a figurative piece or something, and love every second of it. But I know it's not for everybody. But some of you who enjoy that, these do get saved. And they are on Twitch, they're on Facebook, and on YouTube. So make sure you check that out if you enjoy it. And for the rest of you who come in and just say, hey, I love your work, you're awesome, okay, bye, I get it, it's okay. But don't forget, when you want to collect, you better not miss it. Write Snow on January 30th at 10 a.m. Be there. Yes, love the process plus chatting LOL, so I did finish the second season. Oh, you did! You finished up Mandalorian. Let's see, a couple weeks back, just haven't been on here enough to actually chat. Yeah, I know, you've had a lot going on. It's crazy. Did you cry at the end of it like I just about did? Man, that was quite an ending. I don't want to create any spoilers. Spoiler alert for anybody, but I think at this point we're kind of past that. If you haven't watched it, just mute me now and go watch it really quick. And come back. Yeah, we'll just kind of darken that in. There we go. I like waiting on the eyes because recently, I guess, it's almost like that's my final cherry on top. And it allows us to be like, oh, I can feel him coming to life, but he's just not finished. So if I did the eyes now, it might actually feel finished. I can't do that. I gotta keep you here. Make you wait. There we go. And I'm gonna go here. Kind of cut this in a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, we'll leave that loose. That's fine. Leave that. Seeing Tinkerbell. No crying. A little predictable. Yeah, I guess if you weren't right on top of it like I am, like literally when comes out, I was like, yep, we're watching every show as it comes out. So a lot of people were saying that something big was going to happen, but I got away with not seeing anything in the news about what was going to happen. So it was extremely effective for me, I guess is all I'm trying to say. Looking forward to seeing Tinkerbell. That's your... You know what? I love Tinkerbell. I think she's awesome. I know. Oh, we got a new like. Where is it? Teresa Schroeder, I believe. Sorry. I need to make that screen bigger so I can catch you guys when you give a like. Thank you so much for that. That helps our algorithms as well when you do like the stream and everything. And it's very kind. It allows us to make sure everybody's getting a chance to see what's going on over here. So thank you. Oh, you didn't see anything prior. Okay, I got you. But for you, it was pretty predictable. You felt like it was coming. I got you. No problem. I was guessing something like that was going to happen, but I was like, there's no way they're going to actually put in Luke. And anyway. There, I gave it away. Boom. Spoiler alert. I just realized I did that. It's done now. If you didn't know a second ago, you do now. Man, I might actually feel like I'm good at this or something. I'm actually making it look like I know what I'm doing with each one of these lines drawn. There we go. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, there we go. I like that. Well, you are far better than I when it comes to that predicting, though, because I really was surprised, and it caught me off guard. See how the line work starts bringing everything together, by the way? That's really the point of this, and in the way I'm doing it, that I'm seeing really works very well. Yeah, I need to keep those teeth big there. That's how I looked in high school right there. My dentist told me he could put a micro machine between my front teeth. I had such a gap. There we go. That's kind of what I wanted. It's a little flat there. There we go. Ha ha! Goofy. Goofy. There we go. There, he's just happy to be alive, isn't he? Well, Snow, you just need to take a lesson from Goofy right here. Goody is popping. You need to take a lesson from Goofy and take on life with this mentality, and then you might be surprised more often. Almost that no expectations. Kind of feeling. Letting life take its toll. Look, it's gonna happen. Good stuff and the bad. We can't stop all of it. We we can be wise and make good choices, and that's about the best of it. And when things go wrong or we make mistakes, or even if it's not our fault, we just adapt and adjust and move on. Because I think there's far too much good that's about to come along. I think there's plenty left in this world, and we can be part of that solution. Be part of the solution or the problem. It's up to us. Thank you. Yes. There's a level of confidence you need to take when you come to line work. It's very key. And I never got it before. Now that I say that, I'm sure I'll make some mistakes, but just being able to relax a little bit. I grab further back on the brush. You know, you don't want to be uptight and tense, and because the strokes that I've got to create are very long and very strong, and it's going to come through in the brushwork. A lot of artists I've noticed have called this, well, this would be line work, but something very similar would be their calligraphy. And I'm kind of new to that concept, but that is another way you understand an artist's style and who they are. When it comes to things like, it would be more so used in the comic book world probably, and similar art, but it's used across the board too. And that's anytime an artist uses stylized lines and information, shorthand, to describe something, they become very recognizable at times with that. You can tell a piece by them. Picasso would be one. And when Picasso does his bull, that very loose horns, boom, right? And just like, there's a snout, boom, and like these long strokes and everything, very fluid. Picasso is very well known for that. Like, you can look it up on YouTube and watch him. I think it's so cool. Watch Picasso paint on glass. Or I think there's a photo I just saw this morning in a post from an art blog that I follow that showed him using a light and doing his drawing slow exposure style with photography. Interesting. With photography. I think I find, I don't want to sound prideful here, but I do seem to find myself very sympathetic or whatever. I feel like I have a lot of similarities with Picasso's mindset in my own work, and I didn't even realize it early on, but I had an art teacher, you know, basically quote back to me some Picasso. I didn't even realize it at the time, and it definitely was something I had said, and she's like, yep. You don't even realize it, but you are quoting Picasso right now, basically. All right. There's a few gaps in here I want to fill in, but I like this loose take. I actually, man, I'm really considering just leaving certain aspects alone. I probably should. We'll see. We'll see. Probably let this layer dry, let it sit for a second, and then see how we feel after that. There we go. There we go. Oh, should I add white in there? Through the eyes? I don't know, I think I kind of like the separation. Let's play with it. Why not? So let's go. There's one. He's got those crazy eyes. And there's two. Yeah, the separation's gonna look funny. It's actually more on the line than I realized. Just a little bit off center. So I need to hook this in just a little bit more anyway. There we go. I think I'll do the same over here again. He's definitely a little goofy, a little too goofy, but that's okay because that's hard to do straight. It's not hard to go dark, so putting black on white is fine, but it's going to take multiple layers to clean this up anyway. And I want to bring this down. Yep, could be a little thinner, longer line. And then we'll bring some lighter colors into play. All right, we're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Look at this. We've got a doozy. All right. Now, there's a few areas that I want to kind of do something with. You know, I don't mind areas where it breaks off here and there, but there's some like messy bits in here. Over by the fingers over here. And so I'm just going to right? I like that. Even like that. Maybe get it mixed in with another color. And I'll leave that alone. I actually like all that. Let's see, let's pour fingers here. Pow. We'll reconstruct that area a little bit. Give it almost like a table feeling. Oh, and up near the hat up here, let's play with some color. Like that. Let's get that really purpley look going on here. There we go. Put in a few squares of color. Sometimes almost seemingly random. Yeah. It gives it a point of interest. Where does it need it? Where does it need it? Don't get too happy with it. Just enough. We could follow this line here. Yeah, I like that. A little something final down there. Look at that. There we go. Man, I wish you could see it like I see it right in front of me. Just, I mean, if you even think it's popping in the video at all, it's absolutely exploding over here. It is really fun. This color palette really worked. All right, now we're going to even accentuate that a little bit. Get in there, fill in a few lines that are a little bit too gappy. There we go. But almost do it in a way that doesn't seem like I meant to do it this way. That's the key. Make it look effortless. And on purpose. Even the mistakes. I have to treat it like I don't care. I really don't. You know, that's the key. I'm telling you. Yeah, that brightened it up even more. And it cleaned them up a little bit for those of you who will go nuts if there's a certain line out of whack. There we go. There we go. And there we go. I gotta do the same thing with the skin up here and the whites of the eyes, and I think we've got ourselves another original finished up. think going that way was fun. Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to mix in just a touch for the hat. A little bit of blue with the green. Create a little bit of highlight here. Let's see. Sort of a highlight. Like another color to kind of bounce off some of the ideas. Just like that. Not too much. Just enough. There we go. That's really nice. Yeah, that's really good, Snow. That's interesting you say that. That's cool to know. I've never done any cake baking or designing or anything, and that's really interesting. You're right. You got to kind of just take that back seat a little bit. I mean, be confident in the sense, and kind of in that sense, take a front seat. But so it's not you're like, you know, it's not like you're like, oh no. It's quite the opposite. It is this confident. You know, yeah, you're driving it, but you're not in the engine making it run. Exactly. Being obsessed, trying to make everything perfect at the beginning. You can't do all that. You have to trust the process, trust that everything that you're trying to do is all just part of, you know, part of the process. It's not life and death. A little bit of those fun lines here. I think this is going to bother people. I can tell. So we'll just go like that, and then we'll repeat on the other side. Yes, I know it's dark. We'll cut that in a little bit like this. And same thing here. Let's see. I like the line. Just need to extend the line. There we go. That's a little better. Just gonna break it. Break the rules. There we go. Don't think it would be a bad idea to use this greenish blue and create a few bright tones along the head here. Might need to let it dry, but there's a few areas there. Move that side along. There we go. That's really good. All right. Let's go here, get our oranges mixed with some pinks, a touch of that white, and a little bit of green. Should give us that brown tone we were hoping for here in the face. A light tan. Pretty close. Make sure I don't have residual pink colors popping off for this. All right, now we're going to clean up the face here a little bit, and that should be it. You could be a little brighter. Because it'll dry darker. There we go. And that one dark part does not want to let go. See if I can get it away. You get one shot usually. There we go. I think I got it. There we go. And a little bit better in here too. All right, I'm gonna let that layer dry. And really just enhance a lot of the line work and everything later, but this guy is about finished. I will hit it one more time with some white in the eyeballs, and we'll call it a day for Disney, our Disney Live today. I haven't gone live every day with Disney. I'm doing 20, and I do want to catch up a little bit. I've finished a good bit of Dumbo. I did go live for a little bit of that over on Twitch. Don't worry, I'll make those eyeballs a little bigger and it'll look a little bit more like Goofy. There we go. It's always a battle going back and forth here. Yeah. But I hope you've enjoyed this process. I've had a fun time. Everybody who joined me today, you all get a prize. I don't know what, but you just get a prize. Prize for the day. Gold star. There we go. Oh man, tips and pops right out of the background with added color. You got it. It's at its brightest points now, and it is just really coming out. There he is, Goofy. And I think that's just perfect timing. I think I hear Dakota coming back in. I'm going to call that it for now, folks. And once again, I'm so thankful and grateful to all of you who have supported me on lots of different levels, whether it's sharing what I do with people. That's very, very helpful and awesome, and I appreciate that, or whether it is purchasing originals, becoming a collector, or just tagging along here and commenting on the stream. That's actually extremely helpful as well. Like I mentioned before, it helps with the algorithms and things like that that make this video available to more people and all of that. But all in all, I know that a lot of you have helped me when I first wanted to start doing art, and have been there from a very early on stage, and I want to say thank you. I'll turn and actually look at the camera for this one. Thank you so much for doing that. Any of you who are willing to share this with other people, let them know about what's going on. If you know some other Disney freaks, so to speak, let them know what it is I'm doing and all of that. And I'd be most appreciative, because it's fun to be able to bring this out into the light. And yes, no, thanks so much for coming by. Like I say, later on I will be live again, most likely. I usually go live at least once to do some other drawing, and that's over on Twitch. So Snow's a regular over there. There's another person, Valor Queen is her username. She's usually by, and along with quite a few others. But I know we've even got some YouTube viewers that jump on as well. But please come over, check out what I'm doing there. A lot of times I'll do a little sketch based off of what I've done here. I did that for the Mickey Mouse really quick. So if you're able and willing to do that, that would be awesome too. Other than that, don't forget, joeeverson.com/Disney, January 30th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, will be when all of these go live. So if you'd like to participate in that collection, it'll be for one day only that you could collect them at the $500 rate. After that, we'll jump them right back up to retail. I'm sure we'll end up selling all of the originals at some point, but I think I've got a hunch we're going to be flying through some of the favorites pretty quickly. Thank you. I think tomorrow is Dumbo, which, once again, if you're a Twitch follower and user, you probably saw me work on most of that, but I will have all the line work like you saw with Goofy. I will have the line work to do on that for you guys probably live. If not, I'll just post a time lapse or a photo of it. So thanks again, guys. Let's see. It was nice catching up with you, watching. Charge your phone. Yep, got it. All right, I'll see you guys later, perhaps today. And if not, I hope you have an awesome Monday. Keep chugging along. Every day is a gift, and we got to remember that and enjoy it, because I don't know, it's just not worth it. It's not worth spending all that time and energy just being poopy about it, right? Anyway, thanks, guys. I had a really fun time. I will catch up with you soon. You asked for it, and you're getting it. January is going to be all about Disney. That's right, it's going to be about paintings of Disney, your favorite characters. There will be 20 acrylic on canvas, 24 by 24 in size, original paintings by the end of this month, all in the Disney characters. Now, I know some of you are already itching to actually collect some of these. You're gonna wanna go to joeeverson.com/Disney. These are gonna go live at 10 a.m. on January 30th. You've got to make sure you're there on time. It's first come, first serve. I'm not gonna sell them for $12.50 like I usually do. Only one day at a special price of $500. After that, it goes back to retail. Make sure you collect them. A lot of them, as you see here, can be collected together as sets. Don't forget to follow along on social media. You can actually check out the videos even after I've done them live. I'll have a lot of them posted on Facebook and Twitch and Instagram and YouTube. Don't forget, they'll also be on joeeverson.com/Disney, so you can check out all the originals in case you missed one. I think we're gonna have a ton of fun together, and it's gonna be awesome getting to create these. So don't forget, January 30th, 10 a.m., make sure you're there. I've said this a million times, folks. How many more times do I need to say this? January 30th, 10 a.m., be first in line, or you won't get it. They'll be gone. They'll be gone one day. That's it. Bye-bye. Woo, see ya. What's that one from? Oh, it's from Disney. joeeverson.com/Disney.